So today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this beautiful flat braid join. To crochet this join you are going to require all of the squares that you want to join together, the yarn that you're going to use, an appropriately sized crochet hook, a pair of scissors and then a tapestry needle to weave in your ends. Before you start joining your squares together for this flat braid join, I recommend that you add a row of single crochet around the edge of each square. This will make joining them together much easier. Before we start joining your squares together, you're going to need to have decided on the final layout for your blanket, because we're going to be starting with the square that will sit in the top right hand corner of your blanket, and we're going to have the top left hand corner of that square where we begin. As you can see, I have marked my corner with a stitch marker, as I have done for every corner in order to make this process a lot easier. Start by making a slip knot and attaching your yarn to that marked corner. You're then going to chain one and place a single crochet into that same stitch. I highly recommend that you mark that stitch with a stitch marker so that you can find it again later. Next, we are going to work down along the left hand border of the square towards the corner at the bottom left. As we work down, we're going to be doing chain 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet. So again, that's 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches and single crochet. I shall meet you at that bottom left hand corner. As you reach the bottom corner of your square, you might find that you don't have quite the right number of stitches. So if I were to skip 2, I'd be placing my single crochet here, which is right before my marked corner stitch. So now you have to make a decision. Are you going to skip 1, 2 or 3 stitches before putting a single crochet in the end here? Whatever you decide to do, you want to make sure that your loops still remain nice and flat so that you get the right look when you are finished. In my case, I'm going to do my chain 3 and then I'm going to go straight for that marked corner stitch. And then if we look back, I still think it looks quite flat, so I'm happy to keep it in that position. As you can see, I now have a series of small loops going along the edge of my square. So now it's time to bring in the next square. So the square that you're going to be joining your first square to is the next one along that top row of your blanket. So my blanket is going to be 3 by 3 squares, therefore it is the middle square from the top row. Again, you want to line it up so that your motifs are all facing the right direction. Please be sure to do this now, as you don't want to be undoing your join later. In order to join your squares together, you are going to do a chain 5. Now that I have chained 5, I'm going to pick up that opposite square. This was my marked stitch here for the corner, and I'm just going to place a single crochet. So if I lay that out flat for you, you can see you've got all of your loops going down one side of the first square. You've chained 5 and done a single crochet into the opposite corner of the next square. In order to carry on, you are going to chain 3 in a fashion. You're going to start by chaining 1, make a big loop, take it off your hook, go from the front to the back through that last loop you made on the first square, pop the yarn back on your hook and pull tight. You're going to pull your hook through that loop, then you're going to chain 2. Now remember, I skipped 3 for that very last loop that I made, so I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do my single crochet here. Going forwards, I'm going to chain 1, again, take my yarn off the hook, go front to back through the next loop, tighten the yarn, pull it through, chain 2, and go back to just skipping 2 stitches before doing a single crochet. Work in this fashion along this edge in order to join these 2 squares together. I shall meet you at the top right hand corner of your second square. So as you can see, I have now joined my 2 edges together, creating this lovely flat braid, and I've reached the top corner of the second square. So I'm going to chain 3, and yes, I mean chain 3. I know the other end was chain 5. The reason being for this is that this top edge is going to be the outside of the blanket, therefore it's a chain 3. Whenever it's going to be inside part of the blanket, so for example, row 1 is going to join to row 2, then it's always a chain 5. The reason for that will become clear later. I'm then going to turn things just to make it a little bit easier for me. Okay, so I've still got that chain 3 just here. I'm going to take the stitch marker out of that single crochet I marked right at the start, and I'm going to work a slip stitch into it, and then going to chain 1 and cut my yarn. I'm now going to join square 2 to square 3 using the exact same technique, and then I'll show you how to join row 1 onto row 2 squares. I have now finished my second join and thereby joined together all of the squares across my top row, so row 1. Next we need to figure out how to join row 2. So what I'm going to start by doing is flipping row 1 upside down, and here in the top right hand corner of what is now my upside down row 1, I am going to start this join. Just as before, I am going to create a slip knot and attach my yarn to this marked corner stitch. I'm then going to chain 1 and single crochet into the same stitch. Now, exactly as before, we're going to start doing our little loops, so chaining 3, skipping 2 and placing a single crochet. I shall keep creating little loops along this edge until I reach the join from row 1. Meet me there. As you can see, I have made my little loops all the way up until this join from row 1. So I have made a single crochet in the marked corner stitch. It already had a single crochet in it following the chain 5. I have this chain 5 loop here. So how are we going to work our way across from one square to the next? We're simply going to chain 3, make a big loop and take out our hook, put it through that chain 5 space, put it back on the hook and tighten up, pull it through, chain 3 again, and then place a single crochet in this corner stitch that already has a single crochet. We're then going to continue along with our little loops until we reach the next join, do the same thing again, and I shall meet you at the very end of this edge. So now that I have reached the very end of this edge of row 1, I'm going to chain 3 because this is going to be an external edge. I'm going to flip things around the other way, and I'm going to have the top right corner of my first square from row 2 ready to join. Now this square is the very right hand side square from row 2, joining the very right hand side square from row 1. So we've chained 3, as you can recall. We remove the marked corner stitch marker, pop our hook through the marked corner stitch and do a single crochet. Now, exactly as we did when joining these squares from row 1, we're going to join these edges together by doing the chain 1, taking your hook out, putting it through the loop, chaining 2, skipping 2, and then doing a single crochet. So I'm going to do that all the way along this edge until I get back to this join here, at which point I'll tell you how to move across. I'll see you there. So as you can see, I have worked my braid joining row 1 to row 2. I've put a single crochet into the very corner stitch. If I move that out of the way, you can now see the braid join from where I joined square 1 to square 2 on row 2. Now the question is, how do I join this square to this square that's going to be here? And equally, how am I going to join this square to that square? And what on earth is going to happen here? So if I pull things apart slightly so that you can see, here we've got the chain 3 that we did before we went through the chain 5 space, and then the chain 3 that came out the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our hook back into this loop. We're going to chain 3. We're going to go through this first space. So you've got the chain 3 here and the chain 5 going in a loop there. Then we're going to chain 3 again and single crochet back into this original corner. So as I said, we're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to take our yarn off our hook, go through that space, tighten things back up on the hook, pull it through that space, chain 3 again, and then do a single crochet back into that very corner stitch. So we're now going to form our little loops going down this edge. We will chain 5 at the bottom because it's going to be an internal join between rows 2 and 3, and then do the braid coming back up this side, and then I will show you how to join it to this section here. So as you can see, I have now braided my way back up where these 2 new squares have joined themselves together. I have single crocheted into the corner of the new square, and now I need to attach it to the rest of the blanket. Now if you remember earlier, I was telling you about 3 spaces. We had the chain 3.5 of the chain 5 here, we had this space created by the chain 5, and then again another space created by the chain 5 and chain 3 on the other side. So this time we're going to chain 3, go through the space on this side, and then chain 3 and join back to the original square. So as I said, we're going to chain 3, take your yarn off the hook, find that space over here, put your hook all the way through, grab your yarn again, pull it through to that space, chain 3, and then single crochet back into the corner of that square that you've just left. Next, we're going to braid along this edge, joining it to this side. Once we get to the end, we will chain 3 because it's going to be an external edge. Once you have joined row 1 to row 2 with your flat braid join, then you simply carry on and join together row 2 to row 3 and so on until you are finished.